I'd like to call the Fraser Park Recreation Commission meeting to order. It's 7 o'clock. All right. Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I will add that it is Tuesday, November 12th, 2024. Okay, item number 3, roll call. Commissioner Rostelli.
Here.
Commissioner Cook.
Present.
Commissioner Hunt, here. Commissioner Walker.
Here.
And Commissioner Rice.
Is not here, but I'd like to excuse him from the meeting tonight.
So we have a motion from Chris Cook to excuse Jake Rice from the meeting. Anybody second?
I'll second it.
Seconded by Commissioner Rostelli. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Commissioner Hunter. He's late and/or absent. Okay. All right, so the approval, item number 4, approval of the agenda for November 12th, 2024.
I'll approve the agenda for November 12th, 2024.
I'll second.
So the approval of the agenda for November 12th, 2024, made a motion by Chris Cook, seconded by Commissioner Walker. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 5, approval of the minutes from the regular meeting of October 1st, 2024.
I'll approve the minutes from the meeting of October 1st, 2024.
I'll second.
So Commissioner Cook made the motion to approve the minutes from the regular meeting of October 1st, 2024, seconded by Commissioner Walker. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 6, volunteer group reports. All right. I see we have the Fraser First Booster Club meeting here. Not the meeting, the representative.
Laura Lessage, 15201 Fairview. So on behalf of the Fraser First Booster Club, I want to mention that our Blue Jean Ball is coming up in Saturday, February 8th, 2025. We have sponsorships available, and tickets will go on sale soon. It's a great holiday gift if you want to give tickets to the dance. We also are accepting donations, so come on and join us for this fun event. Our next meeting is on Wednesday, November 20th at 6:30 at the Hanover Grove Conference Room, which is right at their community center. And also, we are working on establishing a new Facebook page that will be launching soon to focus on updating Steffens Park. And this is an opportunity for the community to make suggestions and ideas on what you would like your park to look like in downtown Fraser here. So that should be coming soon. That's all I have.
Thank you. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, and then I'm going to speak a little bit about the Beautification Club. We recently had a donation of over 170 daffodils bulbs that a group of us got together and planted around the wedge, between, it's above Masonic, by Utica and Garfield. And our next meeting will be November 20th, 2024 at 7:30-ish to immediately follow the Fraser First Booster Club meeting over at Hanover Grove in their conference room. And that's all I have. So item number 7, administrative report.
So I was going to start off by talking about the Christmas in Fraser. I have a good list of things that we're going to be doing for the event on Saturday, December 7th at roughly 5:30 to about 7:30. So a couple things to mention is we're going to start off with the high school marching band to start off the event. And the mayor will give the key to Santa Claus. We'll have different entertainment at the event between Encore Dance Center with a 10-minute presentation. We will have 5 ice sculptures total, and one of those will be a demonstration. That will start at 6:15 p.m., and that will run to about 7:30. We'll also have a fire entertainers doing an event from 6:30 to roughly 6:50, 7 o'clock. We'll also have our polar plunge that will start at 7 o'clock that I will be sending out on our website and Facebook about the polar plunge and getting more people to participate. It'll be a donation. It'll go to a charity. Not sure of the charity yet, but I'm working on that right now. We'll also have hot chocolate and cookies provided by Fraser First Booster Club, and that will run throughout the event. We'll have food of hot dogs, chips, drinks, and candy. A petting zoo, a full petting zoo with horse rides, and a couple of s'more and fire pit stations for anyone who wants to make a s'more or get warm. For that, I'll have A-frames at each station listing the time that each event starts or what the station is. Santa will go from the key to the city to the fire bay for photos. So we're encouraging all families to bring a camera for photos with their kids. Do you guys have any questions about the Christmas in Fraser? All right. Painting with a Twist. I paired up with Painting with a Twist in Roseville to do an event on Saturday, December 14th. And it's for adults 18 and over. And we will be running the event from 7 to 9 p.m. And the city is going to contribute $25 per participant that signs up for it. So instead of the normal price, it'll be $20 to $24 per person. It will be at their location, which is at 29004 Gratiot Avenue in Roseville. It should be a fun event. There'll be little hand desserts or hand foods for it and drinks, and it's obviously a BYOB. But it's something that the people who are participating can click on between 2 different paintings that they want to paint for it. Both are Christmas, obviously, themed. And all you have to do is click on the link that we provide either on the website or on Facebook, or you can call me and I can help anyone who needs some help signing up for it. But it should be a fun event for some of the adults looking for a night out.
How many is that limited to?
They said they have room for 75 people.
And so it doesn't matter if it's like 74 from Roseville and 1 from.
Doesn't matter where
Fraser,
they're
or
from.
Half and half?
It's open to the surrounding communities.
So 75 people, okay.
What was the date of it?
That's on December 14th, a week after our Christmas in Fraser. Again, that's an adult-only event, 18 and over. Obviously, you have to be 21 to drink. So. Following that, we will have a breakout escape room, and that is through the location in Warren, and that is at 7300 Miller Drive, Suite B. Looking for another kind of fun-filled event that you can do during the winter and something you can get out and go do. And that will be on Saturday, January 25th from about 7 p.m. to roughly 8 p.m. The cost, which is discounted, will be $26 per person, and you will just have to call 586-359-6944 and talk to Angel. And all you have to do is mention the code Fraser's Escape Room, and you'll get the discount. And again, it's a discounted event for our city, and something that we're going to partner with them and try to get some people, or again, another adult. It doesn't have to be adults, but we're hoping for more adults for the event, kind of have a fun time during the winter while it's cold. Can't obviously do a lot of events outside, so we're trying to find indoor activities for everybody to be a part of.
And how many people can partake in that?
I'm not 100% sure about how many people can partake in that. I don't have that written down, but I will get back to you on that one. Anyone have any questions about that event?
Sounds like fun.
Like, I've only done that, like, I think I've done it at least once, maybe twice. You had a group. Do you have to have your group, or you just register as your own and then they?
You just
pay
register
with
as your own, or you can register for you and multiple people.
Okay.
So when you call, you have to pay by credit card over the phone for it. Everything is through over the phone. So again, for anyone watching, that's 586-359-6944, and you're going to want to talk to Angel and mention the Fraser's Escape Room, and you'll get the discount for $26 per person.
And Chris, it's only from 7 to 8?
And it's from about 7 to 8 for each escape, I guess you would call it. It's roughly about 8 o'clock, 8:15.
So they have many rooms on there? Is that?
Yeah, I believe so. And when I looked and was looking at their what they had to offer, it got great ratings and almost got 5 stars out of all the reviews. So again, I just thought that'd be kind of a different, fun-filled activity for someone looking to do something and, get out of the house.
So if we Google Breakout Escape Room, that'll take us to their website?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right, good.
And it's in Warren.
Okay.
It was the closest one we have around us. The other event I wanted to talk about, it hasn't been completely solidified, was a date night. I'm looking to do a date night on, I think it's February 15th, the day after Valentine's Day. I'm talking to the Vintage House right now and working out a deal with them, trying to get a date night for either moms, dads, and kids to come. So for the event, right now it'd be about $18 per person. That's a deal that the owner is working with the city of Fraser with. It's going to be $18 per person. And they were saying that they could do a catered menu of, a pasta, chicken tenders, buttered corn, mashed potatoes and gravy, a garden salad with house dressing, warm rolls and butter, fresh fruit, mini ice cream sundaes for dessert, pop juice, coffee, and tea. That would all be catered by them, and it would be about a 3-hour event. And I was looking for if you guys have any opinions on if you think that sounds like a good idea, what to bring to it, what I could add to it besides the food and, decorations. I was thinking like balloons and hearts and stuff like that, seeing we're going off a date night and a Valentine's theme.
So you're looking for like entertainment to bring in?
Yeah, just something that you think that people might have some fun at the event doing. I was thinking like photos, but most people have cell phones now, and so maybe I can have someone taking photos of each person so it's on their phone, or I could bring in a photographer, or, just looking at different ideas for that event. Or do I just let it be, obviously I'll probably either have to do a DJ or if they have music, I'm not really 100% sure about that. So kind of at the beginning stages, and they got back to me today and kind of told me what we could do. But again, that would be on February 15th, and it'd be about a 3-hour window. I haven't solidified what time, but again, I'm trying to do something later in the night, maybe like a 7 to 9, or, I know that's 2 hours, or a 6 to 9, something like that. I thought 7 o'clock would be a good start time, but trying to work with the younger kids might be a better time to do 6.
Oh, because that was going to be my question. I thought you said it was for, so it's for kids.
Yeah, it's for kids and their parents. It's just anyone who would want to come and, dance to music and then kind of take photos and maybe even in like a photo booth or something like that of different, ideas for that.
All right.
So I was just looking for something, if you guys have any ideas I can add on to it.
I think I might not pitch it as a date night if you're going to have kids there. Maybe like a family dance
fun
night.
night or a
Like a family
family
dance night and then you could even have somebody come and like teach line dancing or, teach all those dances that they all do.
Yeah.
The wobble.
So basically what my idea was, it used to be called like a daddy-daughter dance. And obviously with not everyone having a father or, a mother, you just call it a date night and kind of
Oh, okay.
doesn't matter who comes to it. You can leave it open. But we can definitely do something like that. We can do it more instead of a date night. We could do it where you could have someone do learning dances while they're at it. So the sky's the limit for it. That's why I wanted to pitch it here, was to kind of get ideas from you guys of, do you like the date night thing? Do you like the where they just kind of have a good time and don't call it a date night?
I don't know, I just get hung up on that date because that's kind of creepy. To me, like when they would have the mother-son thing, it was like, you're not dating your son. So I don't know, I would just like call it something else, that's all.
Okay.
That's all.
Anyone else?
It'd be like fun to maybe even have like some games there to do.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not sure, like card games or, I don't know, family games or
Oh, yeah, some board games.
board games.
Leave it saying that and just put the details in the description. I think
Yeah.
would be good. Whether you want to keep it casual or not, you could do like cornhole or, that would
Yeah.
be fun.
What about having
what
some
we like to do with
characters
our
walk
kids.
around?
I could, yeah, absolutely.
Kids,
Huh?
characters walking around, people dressed as superheroes, princesses.
We did the superheroes there. They had
Yeah.
it once. It was fun.
That was the
At
mom
Vintage
and
House.
son superhero night.
Yep.
Have you guys have used Vintage House before? And
Yeah, they did a superheroes night.
Yeah.
yeah, and they're the ones who kind of told me that they've done a mother son, daddy daughter. That's why I kind of ran with that thought process. And that's what they served during it, and I thought that sounded great. All that for $18 per person. So, yeah, I mean, again, we don't have to call it date night. We can call it whatever you guys think.
Family night?
You want to call it like family night? That's absolutely fine. That's perfect. That way, the parents both could come if they can, and kids can come. So. Perfect. So right now, it's at $18. I'm not sure if the city is going to contribute to that. It's something I have to discuss, and how many people, but they hold a ton of people. I was hoping for like 100 to 150. I think that they said that they can hold up 450 at their max or something like that. So the sky's the limit with that, and I can change the name of it, and we can add things to it. It was just kind of a start. Wanted to hear your opinion, feedback on it, think if it's a good idea or not. Again, February, cold month, thought another indoor facility, as we don't have a recreation facility here. So just trying to find different venues to have our events at.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
I will think of some
Does.
ideas.
Last thing is, it's not on the agenda, but I just wanted to bring up, I'm not sure if you saw it on our Facebook or our website, but I've been talking to the city of Roseville and the city of Warren, but about partnering up with a lot of things. Obviously, as I just said, we don't have a recreation facility to run any events out of. So I've been trying to talk to the different cities about partnering up with different, avenues. Maybe it's sports. And the one thing that Roseville thought we could team up with for right now was the Winter Basketball and Volleyball League. I posted about it on our Facebook. I know that it's coming after this, but they said that they weren't going to charge us a different rate than what residents pay. So I thought, if we could use their schools and partner up with them and be a part of their basketball and volleyball league during the winter, gives us a place to play. It's a neighboring community, and it's a good partnership. So that was $80 per play if they registered by Sunday, November 10th. And then it was $95 per player if registered from the 11th to December 29th. And then there's second to third grade co-ed basketball on Saturdays, fourth and fifth grade co-ed basketball on Sundays, sixth to eighth grade boys basketball on Saturdays, sixth to eighth grade girls basketball on Saturdays, high school 3-versus-3 boys basketball on Fridays, high school 3-versus-3 girls basketball on Fridays, 6th to 8th grade girls volleyball on Sundays, and high school girls volleyball on Sundays. So there's a lot of different things that they can sign up for in multiple different grades. It's just something that we don't have access to. Right now, we're working with Fraser schools to see if they can fit us in their busy schedule after hours, maybe around 6 or 8 p.m. So that is an ongoing discussion right now with the schools and the city of Roseville and us. Try to partner up, try to use some of, Fraser facilities in the school's gymnasium. So, again, about that, it's got weekly practices, there's jerseys, there's an 8-game schedule. So, there's just a lot going on for it. Heard a lot of positive feedback. I noticed when I was reading comments on Facebook that people have really enjoyed this program, and a lot of Fraser residents already sign up for it. So, again, just wanted to advertise for it, something that we can give the residents here, saying we don't have a facility of our own.
So if we were to use our schools, would it be, we'd have to get our coaches and all of that to run things here, or would we team up with them and just use our schools every once in a while, or?
Well, right now, the goal is to partner up with them and kind of use our location.
Okay,
That could be something that we do down the road, but we're kind of right at the very beginning of, we're just trying to find another facility because their schools are busy and being used all the time, just like ours are. So if we could use both locations, it kind of opens up the door for either basketball or volleyball, or maybe something down the road. So it could be something that we find our own coaches for, or, ask for coaches. The other thing is right now I don't have, or the city doesn't have a lot to offer as far as we don't have a facility of our own to say, well, why don't you run this out of ours for the city of Roseville or the schools? I just threw out the idea of, well, maybe the city of Fraser Recreation Department can donate a new net for volleyball or new poles or something for the volleyballs. Maybe they're just new balls or something like that. And maybe that can be our part. But I want it to be equal so that Roseville and the schools aren't doing all the legwork, so that we can at least offer something for our part in it, so that we can use, their programming and sign up through the Roseville.
awesome.
Sounds good.
That's it for me.
Okay, so item number 8, citizen participation.
Okay, Laura Lessig, 15201 Fairview. I just want to make a comment about the date night, family night. I think that's a great idea. I would be a little concerned that that weekend is President's Weekend, and you'll have a lot of people going out of town, because I think they probably get a long weekend off for school. So the sooner it's advertised, the more people will start planning around it. And I would suggest, too, to start it at 6 or even earlier, since it is a Saturday. I know when we did the daddy-daughter dances, we started maybe 5:30, because it was always during the week, on a school week. So, but at least I would start it earlier, especially if you have young children there. And the other thing is, we do our Blue Jean Ball at Vintage House, so we know the terrain. So it'll work out. You do a great job on handling all that. And then at this point, since it is November, I would think maybe start planning something for next spring, not next spring, but throughout the winter here. You got the indoor activity. How about an outdoor activity in the snow? I mean, you do have Christmas in Fraser, but maybe something in March or something where if there's still snow out there, you do like a snowball fight or a Frisbee game or something to get people out and to enjoy the snow during the day on a weekend or something, Sunday.
We
I'm
wanted
sorry,
to do
what?
the ice rink, remember, back?
Yeah, we wanted to do an ice rink back in the day, too. Back in the olden days, we had an ice rink in Steffens Park.
Don't say it like that.
Hey, I'm old. All right, that's all I had. Thank you.
All right, item number 9, commission member reports. We'll start with Commissioner Walker.
I got nothing.
Okay. I will say, I'm going to skip me because I don't know if I have anything yet. Commissioner Rostelli.
So if we want to do the ice rink, is that something the Parks and Rec can come up with, or does it have to get approved elsewhere?
I'm not 100% sure about the ice rink. I could talk to our DPW, but it might be a question that I would want to bring up with the city manager. And if so, I don't know if city council needs to be a part of that decision, but I would start obviously with my boss, the city manager, and see what she says about it. Like we talked about last time, it's not that I'm against it per se. I had just the questions of, safety, insurance, all that kind of stuff, just the behind the scenes stuff. Again, not saying I'm against it at all, but if it's something you guys have done before and it's something that they're willing to do, then I'm game for it. It's something for the residents to do here. So, but I will bring it up to the city manager and we'll see where that takes us, and I'll let you guys know from there.
Sounds good.
Anything else?
No?
All right, Commissioner Cook.
As we're on to events during the winter months, maybe we could do at the pool a family swim night. I'm sure that's got to be only a couple dollars per person to do it, or maybe the city could rent the pool for the day and have a party there and have, open swim for families. Maybe
So-
sometime March.
So Somerset Pool is what?
No, I'm talking like indoor pool, their high school pool.
Oh, okay, through the schools?
Yeah. Something indoor in the winter to do.
Yeah, I'll ask them, this was our first step of trying to use their gym. So maybe I can talk to them about using their pool and seeing the cost or what they would want to see besides maybe like a lifeguard or someone.
Right, I'm
trained
sure
there.
you have to have some lifeguards if they'll, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be a liability thing that we'll have to check but I can see if we can use their pool. And again, I'm just trying to pair up with the schools more often because they have the facilities that we don't.
Right.
Pool, the gymnasiums. And I think one of our issues that I'm finding is the city of Fraser has gone a few years without a recreation center. So a lot of people have gone different locations for sports and stuff like that. But I'm still continuing trying to find different, venues that we can have sporting programs. I'd love to do a cornhole league for the adults. I've done those many times through the city, another city, but it's a lot of effort. A lot of moving those boards is not an easy job, and if I have to do it outside, it would be keeping the boards and the bags in one of those storage or one of the storage facilities and then bringing them out to where we're playing, and then it turns into, well, if it's muddy or if it rains, then you'll have to cancel it and move it to a different date. So obviously the best location would be inside, and it would be great to use one of the school's gyms for that, but I know that they have a lot of different sports and activities for themselves and what they run, so kind of at their mercy of what they have open, but maybe it's something that the city of Roseville can partner up with us and we can use their gym as long as, I'm running it, so.
The other thing is, the room that's over here, can we use that room for anything ever?
it doesn't hold a lot of people. So I was been thinking about that, I'm going to try to do craft days and bring them up every so often throughout the year of 2025. The issue is we can do them outside during the summer, but indoors we could use that room, but it might be limited to 10 kids because then their parents are going to come. So that's 20 people or so. But yes, we could probably use that for different activities. Is there an activity you were thinking of?
There's a couple. I was just wondering, I know we talked about it a while ago, having a puzzle night where they came and did puzzles. Everybody had a same puzzle to do, and they had so long, to see who can get it done the fastest, and we've talked about that in
Yeah.
there.
We can do like a puzzle night and have a competition of who can
Right.
complete it the fastest, and then I can either go get a donation from one of the businesses or multiple and try to do a first, second, and third place. And then if I don't get it, we can just pay for it and kind of do a gift card to different places and try to involve the businesses of it.
So I was going to say also, just looking out in the audience there, Laura suggested possibly like a euchre tournament. Because I think they have those over at the senior center, but you have to be over 50 or 55. This could be something that any age.
Or a bingo night.
Yeah, I was going to do
Yeah,
it. So that was going to be my other idea that was going to be my other idea was have a bingo night competition or, like a bingo thing. That usually pulls in a good crowd. And I know that when I run it over at the senior center on Wednesdays, that is a favorite. So
I think for a bingo night, you could get more people in there because, like I said, we use it for elections, and we have at least 10 of us in there, and we have tables set up everywhere that if you, kind of stagger the tables out, you could probably get quite a few people in for a bingo night.
Yeah, bingo would be a little bit easier because I'm
Yeah.
guessing it would be mostly adults for bingo, and it would be a lot easier to sit people. Puzzles, you're going to need a little bit of room to do the puzzle, depending on how big the puzzle is. And then if kids come, they're probably going to want their parents to be there as well. So,
Could this room actually be used? Like if we had card tables, could this room be used for something like that? Or they don't want anybody near this equipment
I
here?
think we could use this room with permission through the city manager. I think we could probably use this room. This one is a little bit probably bigger than the other room, so this one would be probably better if we
Yeah.
emptied it out, and we could probably fit more people in here.
Could we even use like the VFW or Lions Club if we asked them, if we plan around?
Yeah, we can use the Lions Club. I know, they're open to as long as they don't have a rental that day, and we pay them a fee to use their building. VFW, I'm not 100% sure. I've talked to them a few times, but not about using their facility. I don't know what they have. I know that they're open. I think it's like 5 or 6 p.m. So they're a little bit harder to get a hold of, but.
I wonder if VFW Hall, because they've always, when we've done a couple things with them, they were always gracious to like, yeah, you guys can use our, facility, or yeah, you can, do something here and, slip them some few extra dollars and, they might be able to let us do something there.
Yeah.
They get a pretty big hall.
Yep. That's something we can do. I'll reach out to the VFW and, again, VFW or the Lions Club is great. Either one, will hold a lot of people for it. So be nice to have for like bingo, like a professional caller or something like that, or do it on a computer and do a screen. But I think people would just be happy to come in.
Start small and work big.
Right.
I always go big and then never want to do it again, so it's like one and done. So if
Yep.
we start small, we can always add to it.
Yep. And that's why I was thinking like the crafts, they don't have to be anything big, but we can just, do something. I know that I've been shown different things like a nutcracker that could be painted and stuff like that. And, I know we've done birdhouses, but a birdhouse would be another good one. So there's multiple different things we can do for those craft nights. The puzzle night, that's definitely doable. We can definitely do that and have it either at a different location, or we can do it here. We can start here, and then if we get enough registration, or if it, if we think that it's gonna go over that, I could change it and see if one of the halls has a bigger one. We can increase it.
I have a question about, for the craft, doing the craft in there, couldn't we just stagger it? Like, kids aren't gonna take hours doing anything. So you could just have people.
Like every 15 minutes
Yeah.
or every 20 minutes, have a different times, like do it like 20 minutes and do 3 of them in an hour, or,
Yeah, that's the other thing. I'm glad you brought that up because that's the other thing I was thinking is we could do it every hour. That way it gives us time to kind of clean up, or it gives me time to clean up from the party before and kind of like do a refresh of it of a different time. So if we got 10 kids for that room or whatever we can fit in there, we could do, in an hour, the next set of kids can come in and do it.
I was gonna say, I think you could get at least 20 kids in the room.
Yeah. We can do that too.
There you go.
Nope.
All right. Anything else from
I think
anybody?
that's it.
All right. I have nothing. I will just ask for a motion from somebody to adjourn the meeting.
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting at 7:37.
I'll second.
So,
Wait, we have to go back.
why, it's not.
Oh, it's not in the menu, okay. It's not on the minutes.
Yeah, we were told we might have to ask, do we have to make a, well, I'd like to make a motion that we recommend Christine Cook for her next term of commissioner to end December 31st, 2027.
So you want to make a motion for her to reapply, basically?
Well, she reapplied, so
Oh, you,
she already reapplied.
Okay.
So we needed to make a motion to recommend her to city council.
what- do you, so you already turned in all the papers and stuff and, all right.
I did.
So if I make that motion, I need a second.
Do you guys have any questions for her?
Any questions for her? Sorry.
No questions?
I have no answers. No.
Anything?
No.
Okay.
I think you can make a motion for it. It won't be a problem whatsoever. So you want to make a motion to,
To reappoint Christine Cook to the City of Fraser Recreation Commission
yeah,
with her term end date December 31st, 2027.
I'll second it.
Okay, so. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Do I have to re-say that? That I made the motion, Rebecca Walker made the second. Okay. All right, so now we can adjourn. Make a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn the Parks, or the Recreation Commission meeting at 7:39.
I'll second.
Okay, so motion to adjourn made by Commissioner Cook at 7:39, seconded by Commissioner Walker. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. See you next month.